Hey everybody, who needed a little bit more of this went back for the second cup this morning. Me right here. Yes, we are into daylight savings time, and for us, that is a big deal here now. So I am going to go into 6 different things that I do not like about VIPKID, and I don't like complaining unless I can offer some solutions. And nor do I like hearing other people complain unless they will offer solutions. So let's go into that. Let's get into the 6 problems I see, or at least for me, and I think probably you can relate as well, and let's get into some solutions. So let's jump right into the first one, which is on and related to daylight savings time here. Working nights. For me, this has been a big challenge. I'm not used to doing this. I'm just a zombie at nighttime, and with the coronavirus here and us working a prolonged period of time of nights here or where the kids are available at nights, I have seized that opportunity and worked as many nights as I can to get those bookings and help me ramp up here a little bit faster. So it's been great. So I'm thankful that I've been getting the bookings at night, but at the same time, I'm just not as sharp. I don't know about you, but come 8:30, 9 o'clock, I'm a zombie. I'm just not as good of a teacher. And here's a solution to get out of that. For me, I'm full-time, and I'm taking daylight savings time as an opportunity to audit and review my schedule. So what I'm doing right now is I'm working 3 to 4 classes every night. That's my schedule right now. What I'm doing going forward, or I'm setting for tomorrow, for today's frenzy, is I'm going to look at my schedule and adjust it to only 2 nights a week, and I'm going to stagger those while we have coronavirus. So I'm going to work late on Tuesday and on Saturday night. And as a result, I'm going to work earlier in the mornings to take advantage, or it actually isn't any earlier in the mornings because of daylight savings time, but I just now have to work an hour later because of daylight savings time. And I'm just going to do that instead. I think that's better for me. Maybe that will work for you as well, working a little bit more in the mornings, not working late as night, and that could help with just working nights in general if you're like me and you're just not as sharp of a teacher at night, which I am not. Number 2, I hate holidays or not having holidays or lack thereof. So our stat holidays we don't get, of course. And on the same note as that, or a little bit different on holidays, the second part of holidays is that we feel guilty. We feel guilty anytime we take holidays as teachers. We feel that that's costing us $100, or for me, that's 10 classes a day. That's $100 US. That's costing me every day I take off. We fall into the self-employed trap of never having enough. We can always make more and more money. Don't fall into that trap. You will never get anywhere. It leads to a dead end. Be satisfied with whatever classes, whatever goal that you have for that month. Be satisfied with that and try and really cap it, because you can work yourself to the bone and just go the other way where you stop liking teaching. So set a goal and be content with it. And again, I'm preaching to myself, but I'm probably preaching to you as well, to just know that we need to put limits on where we need to get to for teaching each month. And with the coronavirus right now, you can pretty much teach as much as you want, and that just provides its own difficulties at the same time. Number 3, taking it personal. It's so hard not to take it personal when we see a student that we just pour our heart and soul into and they don't book back with us, or they book with another teacher periodically or whatever. Just know that the parents, there's so many reasons for them to do that. And for me as a parent, I would be doing that, honestly. I would have 2 teachers. I would, at least 2. Because what happens if one teacher goes AWOL? Then you're left with scrambling for another teacher, scrambling for the right time. It's smart for them to have multiple teachers. So I know it's easier said than done, but just don't take it personal. If you do, just don't even look at the past comments. You already know this student very well. Don't read the past comments. Just save yourself the anxiety or the grief or whatever. Just don't do it. If that's something that bothers you, it does bother me, and I'm just learning to cope with it a little bit as well. And I think it's human nature just to take that in and understand that it's okay. You're teaching well, don't worry about that, and just keep going and give it your best no matter what. Don't read too much into it. teach the very best, no matter what the students like. Teach your very best, and just don't read too much into that, will be what I'll say there. Number 4, I don't like that you can't hide in the corner anywhere. So those days where you just feel crappy, you just don't feel like being on, you always have to be on with this job. There's no hiding in the corner in a desk job with your head down on the table sobbing. You need to be on. There's no real way around it other than maybe having a little bit more coffee when you need some more coffee. Take advantage of the cancellations. So you get 6, you get soft ones as well. It's not that hard to get a doctor's note. Take advantage of the cancellations. If you need to cancel, cancel. You can cancel for 3 classes. It only counts as 1. If you cancel for more than that, it does count for 2. But take it. Take the time if you need it, especially when you're getting towards the end of the contract and you've got some flexibility. Take it. That's what it's there for. It's smart and wise for you to do that on the days where you just feel like crap. Let's just put it that way nicely. Okay, number 5. I don't like that you can never be late. So you always have to be punctual. You can't get a teacher no-show. If you're like me and I fell asleep once and I woke up late and I scrambled, I'm just a zombie coming down. You can't be late. There's no calling in late for this one. The only way around that I see is alarms and just having yourself prepared early. So I start my day an hour early before my class. So I'm ready to go roughly 45 minutes. And yes, I don't have a whole lot of hair I got to take care of or makeup. So I understand on that, or maybe I don't understand on the women's side. But just give yourself more time at the start of the day, especially in the morning. If you wake up a little bit late, it's not the end of the world. You're not frantic. Give yourself as much time as you can to get down, have coffee, breakfast, and get settled. And the last one, the stuff that's out of your control. I don't like that there's so much out of your control, like the internet, the electricity, all that type of stuff, your computer that could go a little finicky from time to time. All that stuff is out of your control. Having said that, you can turn your phone into a mobile hotspot. I highly suggest you learn how to do it. It's super easy. I'm the worst tech person ever. I know how to do it. Just go onto your phone. You should have under your options, and then you might have to click more, but there should be something for tethering and turning on so that you can tether your phone. You just plug it in with a USB, and you can then tether your phone to get the internet from your phone if, for example, your internet isn't working. So as long as there's the networks out there that are working, that will work for you. I've had to use that before. It doesn't take long as long as your phone and cord are close by. It can save you a teacher IT issue, or maybe just you miss one class or whatever. Learn how to do that on your phone and take that realm of being out of control there back into your control. So those are the things. Hopefully that helps you. Those are some things that I'm looking at and just looking at my schedule. Like my videos if you do find them useful or you do like them. Come back and I'll get into the last day of my booking tips. This will be going up to tip number 40 here in the coming days. Happy daylight savings time. Happy frenzy coming up here later today. See you, everybody.